ladies and gentlemen, to the return of Open House. I am back here, and it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Of course, we had to postpone the Outcast indefinitely. Hopefully, we're able to do a season two finale for that, just because of personal stuff going on. But but everyone's good and all that. But I do have a crazy story I want to talk about, and also, of course, um, by the way, Dragon. Uh, Also, what is it? Some more ramblings, and it's funny because I wasn't even gonna talk really that much about Arthur today. But then I saw, well, first off, he made a stream, which, okay, that's not much. But then but then I got messages from multiple different people. Um, I think it was, who was it? Jordan, DH, and my boy Lennon. So I want to show you all what I'm referring to. Not like I'm not going to showcase messages, but mainly regarding Arthur. But you'll see in a minute. But we're going to get into all that in a minute. But I'm going to get real with you for a minute. Well, I'm going to. I'll go with the big thing, and then I'll get into the other stuff later. So I think I mentioned this on my last stream, my board at work stream, that I getting ready for the wedding and all this other stuff. I took a second position working, going back to working gas station. Now the one I picked is in a more ritzy area. It's not too crazy and all that. Well, I work overnights. Enjoy doing it. Now, before, when I worked at a gas station years ago, uh, the store got robbed, held at gunpoint, all this other stuff. And like, you always got to know, even if you're in a nicer area, you always got to know that that stuff can still happen. Well, last night it was funny because I didn't even say anything about this because I left the stream right before it happened. I went on Money's stream. Go check out Money's stream. By the way, he did a stream last night, first stream yard on his phone, so that was interesting. But I was chit chatting with them, doing my little stuff and all that other stuff, and then two masked men with gloves came into the store, and they had guns, all this other stuff, pointing them at me, yada yada yada. Wanted the registers, yeah, all that good stuff. Of course, in those situations, because see, the last store I worked at, I could have came packing. This one I can't, so I got to follow the procedurals a little bit more to a T, right? Plus those two, so it's kind of going to be a difficult situation, anyways, right? But yeah, there were mask gloves, all this other stuff. I think, I don't know, one had an extended clip. I think I don't know if it was a pistol or what, but it was funny because it was done within 60 seconds. It was over and done within 60 seconds. I'm okay. Like, I was a bit shaken, but I kind of just snapped out of it very quickly. When we found out that this wasn't the only store that was hit. It was actually a bunch of stores in a good part of the area. So it was just unfortunate circumstances, right? No one, I don't think, was hurt, even at the other places. But it was crazy. I'm gonna put the link in as well for people. I'm also gonna pin it before and then all that good stuff. Let me pin it there. Go to my okay, watch. All right, so let me see. Huh. Damn, the ads are even going for the live version. Interesting. All right, there we go. That's interesting. Anyway, so the link is there for anybody who wants to join in. Anyway, so yeah, it was crazy. As I've stated, you know, this is something that I've had guns point at me before. This ain't nothing. You know, most importantly, I was okay and all that good stuff. I did leave work 3 hours early. Like everybody, like um, I don't normally talk kindly about the cops. I'm not very pro cop, but the cops that handled the situation handled it great. They were very caring, all this other stuff. The detective I talked to was great. My boss, I had, she came in and it was a day off actually. And it's had to happen on my day off, funny enough. Or not my day off, but my day before my Friday, right? So anyway, so yeah, she gave. Of course, I had these next 2 days off. She may give me another day off, maybe Thursday. Don't know yet. Find out more tomorrow. But I did tell her I'll come. What do you call it? Come in if need be, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was a wild situation. It was a wild situation. Um, I think because the first time wasn't bad for me. I think the reason why I was left a little shaken was because of the whole situation, because it was two instead of one. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying, guys. It's like I've talked to people about gun laws and all this other shit. Like these kids, because I couldn't tell, but like at least by their voices. Like, I guarantee they didn't get these guns legally. So even if there is a gun ban and all this other shit, this is why, like, we need to be able to carry, even at work at this point. Yeah, sure, they may, like in this case, it may not have ended well because and all that, but like these are situations like that you it is better to do that. And again, that's not. It's just in generalization. Nothing against my work or nothing against this. It's just it's a the situation. But I do have a story for y'all. So after I got off of work, I did the one thing that I do in moments of stress. I got fucked. My woman and I had some excellent sex. And then she went to sleep. I kind of dozed off for a little bit, and then I kind of woke up and went to Walmart and shit. But yeah, so when you are in those types of situations, do yourself a favor and go get fucked. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like I said, my main concern outside of my own well-being was because originally I was going to stay and work. I was going to stay for, I think I had 3 more hours. I was going to stay and work. But the wife wanted me home, so I was. Love you too, bro. I'm gonna show the message you sent me, by the way, Lennon. The Arthur one, but that'll be later. Because you were not the only one. I found out you were not the only one he sent a message to. But yeah, so I came home, got fucked, ate some Mama Margie's, which was okay. I haven't had Mama Margie's in years, but it was mid. The salsa was good. And yeah, I had a the only other thing I did was I went to go see Ice Cream Man, and honestly, that movie sucked. I don't know. The robbery only lasted. Like nothing of mine was stolen. Like I had my phone, of course. I had my fucking wallet, my speaker, my Bluetooth. I was shocked that none of that got taken. It was kind of funny because I had like Power Beats. I had fucking this nice Sony speaker and shit. None of that got taken. Thank goodness. But again, materialistic things at the end of the day don't matter as long as you're okay. So nothing of me was taken. And plus, we don't keep like that's the thing that I don't know if it's other stores who do this, but we are not supposed to keep registers like that full. So if these guys get caught, it's like these are felony situations. These are things that that at the end of the day is not going to. They're going to go to prison probably for a few $100s at the end of the day. So I get it. Times are tough out there, but it's crazy. Like DC, I think they're going to come out with a fucking because we can't even open the safe, right? So the safe they didn't even take the safe. That's what I'm saying. Nothing of that is going on. But yeah, like I said, cops were very nice. Don't have anything negative to say about them. For all the people that think I'm this horrible human being and that I'm, I'm this fucking deserve to go to prison, all this other stuff. Oh, I gave the cops all my information, and guess what? 0 warrant searches or warrants for my arrest came up. So, but that's what I'm saying, man. Most of you, right? I'm not going to say all of you, but most of you that I've dealt with on the internet and don't know how to handle those types of situations. You don't know how to handle those types of things. You don't know how to recoup from those types of things. Like I said, got fucked, drank some Jack Daniels, got me a little bit just to kind of relax. Because, again, it's been a long 24 hours. But y'all don't know how to fucking handle situations like that. Hey, you know what? That's why you get premium. I didn't even know you could play ads during a live stream. That's cool. I put the link, Dragon, if you want to join in. I have the streamer link pinned. So, but anyway. You people, like, not you in the chat, but like, all right, I'm gonna send it to you. Huh. Let me know how that goes. I'll call. I don't. My hope is that I don't go any longer than an hour, but we'll see. I would like Arthur to come in here. He was live earlier, so. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Let me make sure. Let me go to my channel real quick. Let's see. Can I click it? Yeah, I can click it through here. Maybe it's a issue elsewhere. I know you're the main one that has issues. I think you and Cabal. Anyway. I'm hoping the wife is still able to pick up Subway. Anyway, but this is what I'm saying. You motherfuckers, please make it cry. Make what cry? You motherfuckers out there.
Hey, are you okay? You okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I hope you're not drinking your what?
I'm not drinking what?
Drinking away what you just experienced.
No. I after
basically. Anyway,
no, because if I was, I would have already been halfway through the 6-pack. I've only drank one. I may drink one more beforehand. I'm off tomorrow too. The only thing I'm doing tomorrow is seeing my mother's, but I'm not seeing her until the afternoon, so that's good. But that's the thing that a lot of you motherfuckers don't understand because y'all don't go through shit like that on one hand or the other. You haven't lived through it. Like someone like Arthur, for example.
It's
Never
funny.
gone.
He mentioned you too.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, so, like he's never gone through shit like that.
He kind of did. Yeah, well, not like your experience, but he did got beat up.
Well, yeah, but like even all of us have gotten into fights. You know, at least something like it depends because some just get bullied because they're fucking weak and fucking whatever, and then later on they become bullies themselves. You know, but my point is that like the other thing I wanted to discuss too because I was talking to Money about this last night. The community, I realized this. The community's pretty much dead.
Ours?
Just in general. Like, let's look at it, right? Jordan and Brandon aren't here no more. David, yes, David is really the only people that are keeping it alive is David, me, and Money. That's really it. Because like now, granted, there are people that are still doing their same shit, like Arthur, the people obsessed with him and shit. But I don't really. But that, like to me, Arthur's entertaining. You know, like that type of stuff. For example, he gave me these great sound bites.
I'm on a tree like a monkey.
And then of course this one.
Now go F yourself, nigga. Esau looking ass, nigga.
So my whole point is that like it's the same rinse and repeat. At least with Arthur, it's entertaining. But with the others, it's not. It's just the same thing. Oh, Arthur, you're going to jail. I've said this since the beginning. Arthur is not going to jail, at least not for the shit that he has said and done. John Davis ain't going to jail. All these people that have been called this and that and said they're going to jail, they're not going to jail. Would I like for some of these people to go to jail? Yes, but look at that EDP documentary that just aired a week or two ago. EDP went on basically like with Chris Hansen talking about how he did it, and he said it all braggadocious, and he's like fucking and nothing can happen because the supposed predator catchers botched the whole thing. That's like this channel I follow, or it's an Instagram account called Dads Against Predators, and they openly admit that while cops sometimes arrest them, they still give them slaps on the wrist. So what they do is they go and basically blast them. They don't like fucking do streams and talk about it. They like that. No, they go around the area, the country, and do these things. Like find these guys, they film them, and then they beat them up. Because at this point, that's literally the only thing that can be done at this point. Because and everybody tries to blame the cops for everything. Yes, well, I agree that cops are incompetent in certain cases. The fact remains is that, a lot of these, like I think really the only person that actually did everything correctly was Chris Hansen, and that was because he fucking used, he actually was working with law enforcement and going by the book.
And not to mention, he was trying to do it as legally as possible.
Yeah, like if these guys, the Dads Against Predators, are going to go after these guys and going to fucking rough them up, if that's the only bit of justice they get, you know what? But like, hey, they got more balls than a lot of these guys. Like, I know EDP was a fat fuck, but I'm sure those guys could have beat the fuck out of him too.
Well,
he looked like a guy that probably can't even fight his way out of a paper bag.
Well, EDP says that if someone trying to mess with him, he has a gun ready. Sound familiar? Well, he does have guns though.
Well, yeah, it does. Yeah, but yeah, the EDP documentary was wild. Like I'm
Watch everything.
yeah, I watched it. I watched it at work because I would like as I heard Charlie. This was one guy I follow.
Yeah,
He's that guy who's a. You probably seen the video, the react or
voice critical. Yeah.
yeah. Woo yeah, baby. So I watched that because that's how I also learned about some of the new YouTube stuff. Because now apparently, starting on August 24th, you don't even need to sit through a 30 seconds of a video. You could watch only 20 or you only need to click play and it will give you an automatic view. So you could literally skim through a video. You could literally skim through a video and it will give you a view for that. So that's going to be good for people like us who are trying to get our views up, but I could also see analytically why that's going to be possibly a nightmare. But I'm for it, like I'm just curious of what's going to, because from what I understand, excuse me, I haven't heard too much, if any, about the 8,000 hours of watch time. That's going to retroactively affect me. Anyway, let me look at the comment. Don't forget the bot. The Bofas guys. Oh yeah, the Bofa. Yeah, Bofas. But like, see, it's like Bofas, myself, money. Like everybody else is gone. Like I don't know where Hidden went. I haven't heard from Hidden in years. I think he deactivated his Discord a few years ago. Fucking. Of course, ZTB's been gone for a good. I think the last video he did was the Charlie Kirk video. Give me 1 second, Dragon. See if you could take over a moment. Wife's calling me.
All right. What we keep on talking about? All right. We're gonna talk about how the community has been very stale lately. All because everyone just went through their own thing. I feel like this community is just plain dead. No disrespect or anything. What I'm trying to say is that we are very few people who actually give a fuck about keeping this community going. Like Money AD, myself, and David, of course, Lennon. And you see that everyone here, they just went away. They're no longer here anymore. I mean, shit. Hold on, let me smoke this real quick. So yeah, anyways, like I said, it's just that all these people here, they're just boring. They're not entertaining anymore. I mean, we used to have a few people which I mean in combat, but it's not as good as it used to be. Shit. I mean, if it was up to me, I would just quit if I were them. But the fact that I'm still here is a different story. You see, I have membership now. Hold on. I'm going to burp real quick. Excuse me. Anyways, like I said, this community is kind of dead, and only very few people are active. I mean, I'm active because, I don't know, it's now like a side gig now. David, he's active, but only barely. Ray used to be active, but not anymore. Some of my enemies are gone. Some of my enemies became irrelevant, but I'm still here. Look, listen, I know it pisses you guys off, the haters, that I'm still here. You know, because of all the controversy that is attached to my name. But the thing is that I'm still here. I mean, y'all trying to cancel me, but the fact that y'all couldn't cancel me, it's kind of a comical at least. But yeah, like I said, this community is kind of dead at the moment. And it seems like no one really cares. And that's why I say, fuck it, I'll just say what I want. It's not like anyone's going to watch it or report me, be like, oh, you said a bad word, I'm going to cancel you. Yeah. And the fact that all your haters who are watching this, if you have a problem, the link is in the fucking chat anyways. And like I said, you guys have to realize that maybe some people just aren't entertaining anymore, or that they are owned so badly that they couldn't even fucking come back because their whole image and ego is in shambles. And for me, I'm not gonna say that I'm the only one who hasn't had any rough edges. I mean, I took some big bumps around the road. You know, not the ones that Scarface takes. Wait, wait. But my point is that people they just don't know how to reinvent themselves. They just stale and they can't even bounce back up. I mean, I'll be real though. If the enemies who I own were to make a comeback and make subscribers, yeah, I'll give them props. But the fact is that they're still missing, or at least MIA, proves that they were never interesting in the first place because they're all following clout. That's why. And shit, if it wasn't for some people, this community would be irrelevant. Hell, I would move into a different fandom and start over again. But I didn't. Wanna know why? Because I know where I come from. And I don't need to fucking find a new audience because I know who my audience are. I have Dragon, I have David, I have Money, of course I have Lennon, and a few others, and Mason. But for the other assholes like Ogre or Lolly Boy or whoever, they're irrelevant. No one gives a fuck about them. No one fucking cares about them. But for those,
All right, I'm back.
Oh, yeah, anyways, you continue.
I'll be like I said, I'll probably be at the hour mark or a little bit early whenever the wife gets back home. We'll in there because I'm gonna be we're gonna go out and grab something to eat. But anyway, so what was I saying? Fuck. Trying to remember what I was talking about.
Caught anything I said?
No.
I'll hold you rewatch it in a bit.
Yeah, I'll rewatch it because I got YouTube. Even if it wasn't on my channel, I got YouTube Premium, so I don't have to work with the ads.
Basically, I was just following up.
But yeah, like a lot of the guys in the back in the heyday of our community are no longer here. I've already seen like the other person, Dan. I know Dan still does his stuff, but like we're kind of just, I think at this point we just like honestly, I will welcome anybody to come into the panel and all this other shit. Mostly anybody, but like other than that, I really don't have part of me is kind of glad that the community died because if I'm being honest, I looked at myself and I took myself put it as being like one of if not the main leader of the community, and yeah, it was having to deal with everybody's bullshit was not like it was starting to get old. I'd just rather deal with my own shit. And if anybody needs to talk and we can talk behind the scenes and shit, because I don't know. It just fucking, it's too much, especially like of how fickle sometimes a community could be and all this other shit. But also the other thing is, and this is the other thing I've noticed. I talked about this on Monday stream. We're like in a peace period, I feel like right now, where while yes, we're still like bickering with Arthur, and yes, we still have haters on different outlets of the YouTube world. There's not a big controversy going on right now. Like, there's not a big situation going on. I know it's not going to last, but like, there's not really much, like there's no chaos. It's actually been kind of nice. Also kind of boring because I'm talking more boring in terms of the listener side because there's not been a lot of bullshit to listen to. But yeah, it's just fucking It's crazy. It's crazy. But so since I'm semi on a time crunch, I'm gonna get into the Arthur stuff. I was gonna talk about him before we even went live because of the fact that I was getting sent voice messages from multiple different people regarding Arthur that Arthur sent them that they forwarded to me. And then Arthur made a stream and said the same stuff he's gonna say again. Like I'm not gonna be like one of these idiots who say Arthur's going to jail or something's gonna happen to Arthur. At this point, I'm just gonna be real. Anybody who wants to try to beat up Arthur, do this. Everybody's a fucking pussy. Arthur's a pussy. Everybody's a fucking pussy because nobody's going to fight each other. And quite frankly, it's like what people were telling me.
You don't know how stupid some people can get.
True, but half the people that are saying this shit live in their beds or live in halfway houses, live with their mamas, live with their daddies, live with their fucking grandpas, grandmas, what have you, right? And no, and again, before anybody gets mad, I'm talking about the ones who are fucking losers who don't do anything, who just collect money from the government, like Arthur. So, like, that's what I'm mainly referring to. If you still live with your mom or dad or something, more power to you. I'm not going to judge you directly. Most like whenever I make those comments, I don't get like a mean message because Mason stays with his folks or his father and all that. I don't get a mean message from Mason telling me, "Hey, motherfucker, you go, Vince, gonna come to He's not going because he knows I'm not referring to him and all that other stuff, right? Because if you like the old saying is, if you think it's you, it's probably you. Most of the people that I'm close with, they're smart enough to know I'm not referring to them. But anyway, so like with Arthur, it's just my entertainment. I don't hate Arthur. I don't really care for Arthur either, because he's nothing. At the end of the day, he's really nothing. Like somebody say, well, you're talking about him. Yes, because his content, the content, I guess, is something. But as far as him as a person, he's nothing. I don't need to share community posts, or I don't need to make community posts share it every time he goes live. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. Like I'm a jealous ex-girlfriend. I just react when I feel the need to because it's funny. Hell, I may even do a 1-year anniversary stream for when he got outed and all that stuff. And I don't, and again, at the end of the day, I don't like whatever's going on in that situation. I at this point, I really don't get, because like I've seen all sides of the coin. Nothing's ever going to happen. No justice is going to be served. And all that. So at this point, I don't care about what else is going on. So I'm really like as far as the John Davis, I'll bring it up just to fuck with Arthur, but I don't care because at this point, nothing's going to be done about it, whether we like it or not. But Arthur went on a messaging spree today for some reason. I don't understand the purpose, but I'm going to play you some of the voice clips from it. It was actually quite funny. First one, I think, I think the first one I got was Lennon. Yeah, it was Lennon. I think. Yeah, it was Lennon, and then, yeah, it was funny. Lennon, then DH, and then fucking, what's his name? Jordan sent me messages. So let me where's an overlay? I need a good overlay. Fuck it, I'll use this one. I don't give a fuck. All right. Where is it? We go Lennon. Share screen. All right. Let's go back to this, and then I'll remove this. All right. So this is the one message I got. Let me know if y'all can hear it. But here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I got a word for you, Lennon. You're two-faced, and you always been fake, just like Chayton. You always been two-faced. You've been fake this whole time, just like the rest. You guess what? I want nothing to do with y'all. I don't care if you apologize. I'm still not going to deal with you. You chose your path. You choose your bed. You stick with it. Every single one of y'all. So yeah, I don't deal with two-faced, flip-flopping losers who don't have a mind of their own. You don't got a mind of your own. Don't waste my time talking to me. Because I want nothing to do with you, and I'm not going to care. And I got better people in my life anyways who are not like losers like y'all who do what y'all do. Because half of you are losers. And that's all you ever going to be for the rest of your life.
Anymore?
So so that was the first one. That was Lennon. Now let me get to the DH ones.
So once again, Dark Horse, let me say this to you. Y'all started believing rumors about Wolf in the first place. Y'all kept on repeating the same stuff. Like, you want to talk about people betraying people? Was you and Roar and everybody else who betrayed me first over this mess? So yeah, I heard what your YouTube video said about betraying other people, betraying people when y'all the ones who started this whole mess to begin with. And I remember somebody back then warned me about y'all, but I ain't gonna say who it is. So yeah, I already got better friends in my life. I don't need anybody who betrays me and go back and apologize and go back doing the same stuff. No, perfect or not, it's just an excuse. I see excuses from people like y'all. You make excuses, you go back doing the same stuff, you apologize, be buddy. That's all y'all do. So no, I got my group of friends, and they're way more mature than y'all. They don't do the stuff that y'all do, and they don't make excuses of why they turn against people. They tell me straight up, adults wise, why it went down, and confront me like an adult about it and move on. Y'all don't do that. Y'all do the opposite.
By the way, Arthur is making a stream about me right now. Hey, yeah.
Hey, say hi to him.
Hello, Arthur. You're a little bitch. Tiffany's a whore, a gold digging whore at that.
And also, I don't trust her around her kid.
Yeah, and I don't trust you around Tiffany's kids, you little bitch. Because you know what Tiffany and her kids need? They need a real man, not a little bitch boy like you.
But not you though. Someone else will treat her nice.
Yeah, I don't date crack whores.
I'll treat her nice.
Oh God, if it was him, he'd squish her because she's a crack whore. God
damn. You said that, remember?
He would, if he got on top of her and fucking the first thrust, he would break every bone in her body.
You could start with the first one, man. You had to double down.
I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I get guns pointed at me on, like, not me on the daily, but I get guns pointed at me. Do you think I'm afraid of fucking fat slobs that live in their bed all day?
Oh,
No.
by the way, Titan, you shot that shot.
Yeah, he'll probably say that, but you know what? You know what? I don't believe in God, but you know what? Since he does, maybe it's his God. His God wants me to still be alive. But anyway, I'll check Arthur's video later.
Yeah, we check after this.
Because let's see, is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. I know fucking I know Eric's in there. He says Chayton the Shyster, and then he's doing it YouTube live where his face is there. Let's see. Looks like he got a haircut. His eyes are all fucked up still.
What?
Let's see. What else is he? Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. There's this cat low like stand. The back of his place looks so boring and shit. It's wild. Anyway, let me see real quick. Also, before I continue with the Arthur stuff, two things. I want to give a shout out to my boys at the Popcorn Pail podcast. We did a great episode covering Toy Story. Next week we're covering The Guest, so that's going to be fun. I'll put the link in the chat, and so that way y'all can check it out later. Anyway, second I want to do is say rest in peace. I was originally going to do this early or at the beginning, but you know, it wasn't. It's kind of had different things going on. Rest in peace to Hayden Panettiere, gone way too soon at the age of 36. So yeah, it was tragic. Also, we lost the drummer of ZZ Top today too.
No!
The old saying, "Death comes in threes," but in celebrity deaths. But anyway, so rest in peace to both of them. And what was I saying? Oh, so yeah. So let me see if Arthur's saying, or I'm not going to listen to his stream but I'm going to see what the chat's saying because it looks like the only person in the chat's Eric. Nothing new. Only one person's watching him right now, and 2 likes. I'm sure one is from himself and one is from Eric. Let's see. The lizards cry while I'm just over here getting finished decorating my house with Halloween decorations, LOL. So let's see. All right, let's play the second voice clip.
Oh, let me tell you this. Back then, of course, I ain't say nothing about it because I ain't want to back then. But I do know for a fact that what's his name has a lawyer. And he could put lawsuits on anybody who spread false information or defamation of character. He can sue anybody. So whoever spread out false information, that's about the videos out there or not. You don't believe what you see online. Unless you speak to the person directly. And that's exactly what Leon did, Roar did, and the list goes on. Including J-Man.
Ooh.
Including Mason. I don't associate with anybody with that mindset. If you're not going to be an adult and be mature about it, then I'm not going to be friends with them. I have no interest. Because somebody warned me behind the scenes that y'all was going to do that. I ain't going to say who it is. But I have better friends now, and they don't do what y'all do. Like I said, I could talk things out with somebody. That doesn't mean I'm going to be friends with you. Because you show me who you really are. You revealed me who you are. You revealed to me what you was going to do in the first place. Because y'all done this to many, many others. And I mean many others. Now, I understand you're not in the chat anymore, period, on stream. But I know who firstly to blame for all this. And yes, I'm going to say Chase. Because he was part of that situation with those two. He's the main catalyst of this situation. And I don't like him at all. I don't like him at all because he's fake. He's a two-face. Oh. He does all this shady stuff, and he expect you be good buddy with him. No, I'm sorry. You gotta be two-face. I want nothing to do with him. And y'all said so much horrible things about me when I personally did not deserve, and y'all went with that narrative. So no, I'm not gonna forgive y'all. I'm not going to forgive anybody at this point anymore. Because a lot of y'all don't deserve forgiveness. Because you showed me who you really was. I didn't. Y'all went against me and made me enemy number one to y'all. So no. I'm not dealing with y'all anymore. I'll talk things out with you, but I'm not being buddy with you. I'm not friends with you. I'm not doing none of that. I'm sorry. I have better friends in my life who don't deal with the mess that y'all done. I want nothing to do with money AD either. I'm sorry. I don't associate with weak-minded people who are white sheep.
White sheep.
I deal with smart people who has intelligence, who actually see from both sides, not one side, and they choose you got to pick a side. No. Sorry. I don't do that. Sorry. I don't. And people I've worked with at my job knows about the situation too. I told them about it. And then guess what? They was on my side of what y'all did. Oh yeah, you didn't know about that, did you?
So one thing Arthur said in that second one was correct. I was the main catalyst. As much as people don't want to admit this, huh?
It's the equivalent of like cheating.
Well, yeah, like whether people like to admit it or not, I'm the one that fucking got like not anybody else, not like the guy who's been obsessing over him for many years. You know, not that guy, not anybody else. I was the one to let people know and tell them the facts, not some made up bullshit or some theories, some fucking like stuff regarding his sister again that's still up in the air.
You should
None of that stuff. I came to everybody, Jordan, Roar, basically everybody I could talk to about the stuff that Arthur was doing at that time and still is doing, to be honest with you. But like at that time, that everybody that was cool with Arthur at that point, I was the person that went to tell everybody what was going on. Same thing I did with the Junko situation. I didn't sit on it for many years and only release it when it was convenient. Jack Williams or Stefan, whatever the fuck his name is. I didn't sit on it. Once I found out, I told everybody. So yes, Arthur's right. I was the main catalyst for his destruction, his downfall. Not anybody else. At first, I was trying to be nice and let other people take credit, but at the end of the day, it was all me. Because again, I didn't go by hearsay. I didn't go by this. I didn't go by that. I went by the facts, not some thing about his sister that could be or could not be true. I went by what was legit and what was factual. That's why I've always said Arthur is not, as far as I know, is not a predator. He is just a predator defender. Well, I've always stated that, and I never fucking have gone back to that. Now, granted, am I someone that you should like? Am I the most trustworthy person in the world to the people that don't know me or anything? I would say no, because well, if I don't know you, why in the fuck should you trust me, or why in the fuck should I trust you? You know, but. Like some people say, oh, you're a liar, you're a manipulator, you're untrustworthy and all that. Maybe it's because, well, when I don't trust you, I don't like you, I don't have the same morals or rules as you may have. I don't try to be everybody's friend, you know? But anyway, give me a second. I'm checking something real quick. Making sure if it's anything important. No. All right. Anyway, so let's get into the final message. Where is it? I think this is it.
And it's for you, J Man, it's Butter, Lisa, for turning against me for no reason. Well, I got some news flash for you, and I'm gonna say this once to you. So you can't be real like J Man. Don't come calling back apologizing to me. Not you or your son.
Ooh.
And I mean it. Don't come back here calling back apologizing. I don't want to deal with either of y'all. Y'all revealed me who y'all really are. And I'm not going to deal with people like y'all with that mindset either. I have better people in my life who keeps it real, who don't play this little fake little game and believe what they hear and all that nonsense. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're a fool, you're a fool. Just don't come apologizing to me, try to talk to me again. I'm sorry. If you can't keep it real with me, don't waste my time at all. Period. I'm not the same version y'all met in 2019, 2021. I'm sorry. I'm a whole different version of myself. And I don't care what y'all think or how you feel. And I'm not interested in what you got to say anymore. And that's final.
So yes, that was Arthur messaging. Also, let's see who's coming in. Oh, Douglas. Okay. What's up, man?
Kyle's being a bitch.
Huh?
Or Arthur. I heard Arthur's being a bitch.
You said you was.
yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. See, I just think to myself, is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. Let's see, who's some Montrese guy, and then that's it. Okay. So yeah, so like at the end of the day, like yes, I was responsible for your downfall, as I have been with a few other people over the last year. It was funny. I went through a streak of just bringing people virtually to their knees. Him, the ogre, fucking like the other guy that we had a ceasefire, so I'm being nice about that. I heard he was live earlier and all that. I think I was seeing a movie or something. Well, anyway, but he's been doing good, so I leave him be, and honestly, even if he said anything, I even told him when we had that conversation that I can't, like, it was boring me at that point. And yeah, so but yeah, so yeah, like even before Arthur would have streamed, I would have went like talked about this anyways, because well, again, my phone was blowing up with multiple people messaging me voice clips about this, because again, it was like, what the hell. So I don't know. It's like, fuck. I think to myself. Now I'm sure Arthur would have probably tried to message me, but of course I haven't blocked, and I have no intention of unblocking him. Again, he could come on the stream and talk whatever, but that's really about it. That's the closest he's going to get to any conversation. But most likely he'll just hop on Money's stream, because for some reason, like, this is the thing I want to say though, and I'll let you speak after that, Darkos.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur is because he knows I will give him one on one. I'll let him. I'll boot everybody else backstage, and I'll let him and me deal, or like deal. But he can't face me one on one, because he has no other talking. Like, you got the oaf in the bed trying to talk to him. You got all these other people trying to talk to him while this is going on. So you can never have a conversation with Arthur, even just to make fun of him, right? Because everybody else is trying to do the same thing, And Arthur likes that because again, the tisms in his brain, he can handle all the noises, but he can't handle one singular intellectual voice. So I get why Arthur's scared of coming in here. That's why he barely. I think he's only come in here once, and that was when he was trying to talk things out that one time. But other than that, he's fucking been a scared little bitch this whole time. But what do you expect? That's why he has to run to his senpai and call him on the phone, and it was John Davis, and he whispered sweet nothings into his ear, saying, "It's okay, sugar. It's okay, sugar. It's okay." But like, you know what Arthur does whenever there's a possibility that he could come into a stream and confront me one on one. You know what he does instead? He does this.
Climb on a tree like a monkey.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
By the way, Jay, do you know that?
Wow.
By the way, Jay, do you know that Arthur should have never said that? Now he made himself a permanent meme.
Yes, and
He should have never said that.
Yes, and Arthur, this is basically what happens, or this is the response to basically you making yourself a meme.
Now go F yourself, nigga. Esau looking ass, nigga. Fuck you.
I love it, because he says go F yourself, but then he says the N word. Then he says fuck you at the end. I love it. It's hilarious.
Hey, chicken. Fuck you, Esau. Eat a mic.
Hey, Darkless, can you do the monkey impression of him?
I wouldn't be surprised if Arthur is buddy with Anthony Chopin. You will unblock me because I love you.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Luckily, he hasn't tried to bother me again on. See, every time I think about making my fucking Instagram public again, I hesitate because that means he's going to try to follow me. Now, yes, I could block him, but I'd rather him just request to follow me and then him just sit there and not get an accept or a decline. It's kind of like leaving somebody on mute on Twitter. That used to be the back when I had Twitter many years ago. If I would say something that pissed somebody off, that used to be my favorite pastime was to mute them.
Are you? Wait. Or were you responsible for someone's Twitter account being canceled?
No, like I said, that like
That person still thinks you did it.
Here's my thing. Why would I not take credit for that? But I would take credit for basically destroy Mr. Let Me Talk's channel.
You know what? That makes sense.
Like that's like if people were accusing me, and again nobody did for once. I was actually shocked about that. It's like with the Brandon and Jordan situation when their channels got taken down. Rarely nobody blamed me, but like I think except for Mr. Let Me Talk, but that was only because his channel got taken down. But you really think that I would have if I really wanted to, if I did it, do you not think I would have taken credit for that? That would be something I couldn't even hold in, because that would be such a that'd be the ultimate one up. Basically be like, oh yeah, you talk shit about, let's say for example, you talk shit about the outcast dying or rant and rave outliving the outcast. Well, not anymore, like that type of shit, right? At the end of the day, there would have, because I'm gonna be honest, even if I did it, right? Even if I went on publicly, like the day it happened, and said I did it, I guarantee you, anybody who was cool with me probably would 99% still be cool. They may be a little pissed off, and some of them may be pissed off and semi-impressed that I did it. But outside of that, it wouldn't have affected me. The people who don't like me still would have not liked me. And the people that like me would have maybe been disappointed, but they would have eventually gotten over it. Because that's how grown-ups handle shit, right? So There was nothing for me to lose doing it. So why in the fuck? I think I told Jordan this behind the scenes, and I've told David this. I even thought about the idea of just taking credit for it, even though I didn't do it, because I thought it'd be great heel heat. And plus, but I came to the conclusion that instead I would just do the thumbnail that I did for episode.
Well, what happened?
Anyways, what happened is that I could have easily taken credit and get some heel heat.
I accidentally slid the back button.
Oh my god, your inner Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
showing.
All right. So anyway, like
Happening.
instead of doing that, I made that logo right here that I did for episode 1 of the Hangman Outcast season 2. Great logo. I love it. But it was a marketing tactic, nothing more. But by the way, I hope you all like my new the new intro and the backdrop now. Going for a snowy look for it. And then actually, since me and that individual are no longer beefing, I'm going to remove these photos from my thing.
Better.
Well, from my avatars, like this, that type of stuff. I'm shocked I don't have an Arthur one. I'll make one later. Anyway. That's in terms of this whole, the last 24 hours have been crazy. I mentioned earlier about being at my store, getting robbed at gunpoint. Luckily, I did not get it was more so the store that got robbed, not me. So, but more importantly, I was okay. Then the shit with Arthur. Then watching Ice Cream Man, and it sucked. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy day, and I appreciate everybody and that's what I'm saying to people, right? I only told 2 people before I even say, because I didn't even say that, like the first time I talked about this was on the popcorn panel. But I only told 2 people behind the scenes before I even said anything publicly. That was Dragon and that was fucking Lennon. Of course, my wife, she was the first one to know, but you know, that's obvious. But yeah, it's been a crazy day. But like I said, you know, while a lot like I don't know when the next time I'm going to be live because this was really just because I had 2 days off and I felt like, yeah, let me stream for a little bit. So I don't know when the next time I'm going to go live will be. If I do, it probably won't be StreamYard. But that's what I'm telling y'all, right? It's like y'all, like everybody, like we all deal with other lot of bullshit behind the scenes, but a lot of you motherfuckers have no idea, like have the shit that we go through and have the shit we have to endure, and y'all don't value life. Instead, you fucking just eat your life away. You fucking do whatever on the internet. It's sad. You know, I could tell y'all I could give y'all so many life lessons. But at the end of the day, why bother? Because y'all are just gonna keep doing the same shit. It's sad, really. You know, like part of me wants to feel sorry for you, but at this point, why should I? Because you're doing it to yourself. Like Arthur, he's doing it to himself. He could have just waited. He could have waited until I went off the air, or he could have waited till next time he was free. But no, he spends more of his free time still going live. Yes, it was only 22 minutes. He just ended not long ago, but still, it's pretty sad. Because I didn't even have your name in the title. That's the funny thing. I didn't even have your name in the fucking title. But you had it called Message 2 to TOO, House of Change. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know,
you're not scared Arthur, right?
No. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. 1 second. But let's see. But all right, guys, I'm going to be ending this now, ladies and gentlemen, because the wife's home and we are going to go grab something to eat. So, Arthur, for one last time, once more with feeling.
Now go F yourself, nigga. Esau looking ass, nigga. Fuck you.
And yeah, I think Darkless and Dragon. Any final remarks from the 2 of you?
One more meme.
All right.
I'm on a tree like a monkey.
That's all. Thanks for inviting me here, man.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
So yeah, August, like after July. Huh?
Hey, you want to catch up after this, or you want to watch the stream?
Watch stream. I'll probably spend some time with the wife.
It's all good, man.
If you're still up, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, you take it easy, all right? You too, Darkness.
Later, brother. What were you gonna say, Darkness, before I end it?
Yeah, all right. So yeah, it's August. You know what that means? It's spooky season.
Oh yes.
Got all my Halloween decorations all set up. It's time. It's go time.
Yeah, I haven't started on that yet because I need to, because just prepping for the wife's birthday coming up in a few weeks. But
All right.
yeah. But anyway, Darkness, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for watching. Motion Zombie, Dragon, everybody in the comments, Darkless, Lynn's Kitchen, so on and so forth. So with that, I bid you all adieu, and I will see you all whenever I see you. Until then, ta-ta for now, guys.
For the house always wins. For the house always